Welcome back to another one of our Coffee with Admissions at St. George's videos. My name is Rachel Kamenzind. I'm an admissions associate at the senior school, and I'm here with our director of admissions, Mr. Gordon Allan. One of the questions that we get from families is, in terms of affording a St. George's school education, what does the school offer in terms of financial assistance to families?
You know, financial assistance is an important part of who we are as a school. We want to make sure that we attract any student, regardless of their socioeconomic background, and therefore financial assistance is a tool that we use to make sure that we make the school as affordable as possible to anybody.
So that's great to hear. How much does St. George's School award annually in their financial aid budget, and what grades is it available at?
So each year we're awarding over $800,000 in financial assistance. Our financial assistance program kicks in at grade 8, so students from grades 8 to 12 can benefit from that program. And unless a family's financial situation changes, those awards are issued in perpetuity.
And can you give us an overview of the financial aid application process and where families would find more information about financial aid?
Sure. The financial aid process at St. George's School is an objective one and one that we think is fair. And what we do is we use a third party. It's called Apple Financial Services. And so a family would essentially go to the website for Apple Financial Services, which is www.applefinancialservices.ca, and they would complete an online form that would ask them for some specific information in order for Apple to make an assessment as to the need of that family. And Apple does this for other independent schools, it does it for universities, and so it's able to compare a family's financial situation to those of others who apply to independent schools and universities, and use those norms to make informed recommendations to St. George's School about what sort of award we should be giving.
Can you provide us with a few examples of the type of financial information that would be on the application online?
Sure. So Apple Financial is essentially trying to create a financial profile of the applicant or the applicant's family. And so they will be asking things like, what is your salary? What is your debt load? Do you have a mortgage? What is the nature of that mortgage? What sort of things do you own in terms of cars and other possessions? Do you have additional savings? Do you have educational savings? And sort of what sort of financial commitments do you have for things like summer activities and trips and personal expenses. So again, trying to garner as much information as possible. And families can also annotate those forms. So if you do have extenuating circumstances and you do want to let Apple know about those circumstances, maybe you had a financial situation that changed in the last few years, there is an opportunity for you to feed that information. And then that report is sent back to what is called the St. George's School Financial Aid Committee. And that committee will look at that, and obviously that information is looked at confidentially and is not shared with other members of the St. George's School community.
And how does that St. George's School Financial Aid Committee come up with their decision?
So Apple Financial Services will send the Financial Aid Committee at St. George's School a detailed report. And in that report, it will indicate what the family had requested in terms of a financial award, what Apple is recommending in terms of an award, and then what happens is that committee will look both at the recommendations, and also we will look at the nature of the student. So if this is a student who is going to bring a lot to St. George's School, that is factored into the decision that we make. And so on the basis of that, the committee will look at making an award. There are times where a family may not have a need, but there may be an opportunity where we can award some form of special scholarship. That is done on an individual basis, and again, the committee will have to look at the student and see whether or not this is a student who is going to bring a lot to St. George's School. So it's a complex process, it's an objective process, it's a process where we look at every individual as an individual.
So Mr. Allan, thank you very much for that overview. Hopefully for our viewers they found that useful in learning more about the financial aid process here at St. George's School. For more information, families can also view our financial aid profiler, which is available at www.stgeorges.bc.ca, and gives an overview of sample families and what they qualify for based on their financial information. As always, our office is always happy to answer any questions and we're certainly always available to be contacted. Thanks again for watching. Cheers.